Hey there, my name is Kat Cocolette, and I am here to teach you how to illustrate gorgeous seamless patterns. Seamless patterns are, hands down, the most important type of design that you want to have in your portfolio if you want to succeed in surface design. In today's class, you are going to learn the entire process, from sketching your elements to filling them in, then digitizing your artwork, either with a phone or a scanner if you have one. Then you'll learn the steps for arranging your illustrations into a professional seamless pattern. We're also going to explore fun stuff like creating new color palettes and infusing metallic accents right into your artwork. So if you're already entirely overwhelmed, hear me out. Seamless patterns do not have to be scary. In fact, Photoshop has a tool called Pattern Preview, which makes creating seamless patterns easier than ever before. All of the math and perfect placement that we used to have to do is now completely automated thanks to this simple tool. And if you've never explored Photoshop before, no worries. This is a beginner-friendly class, so I'll be breaking everything down into easy, bite-sized chunks. You're not going to get lost or left behind. If you don't have Photoshop, you can download a free trial, and I provided a link to that in the class description down below. So one of the most common misconceptions is that in order to sell or license your surface designs, they must be vector artwork created in Adobe Illustrator. Guess what? The vast majority of my surface design portfolio is not vector art. It's artwork that I've hand painted with watercolors. In fact, my most recent wallpaper line that just got selected for Target is a seamless pattern out of, you guessed it, one of my watercolor paintings. So to be totally honest, this was one of my biggest motivations for creating this class. It is 100% possible to succeed in surface design using hand-painted artwork. And today, I want to show you how. In fact, I'm kicking this class off by answering the most asked questions I get from students regarding surface design and art licensing. I'll give you my best advice when it comes to questions like, can I sell my design through multiple websites? What are the optimal dimensions for patterns? How did you score your first licensing deal? And how can a beginner get noticed in surface design? Essentially, I'm taking years worth of industry knowledge and condensing it down into the most essential things you need to know when it comes to growing your own surface design portfolio. This is an all-encompassing class, and you're going to get the full scoop. We'll start by coming up with a concept for what your pattern will be. This is where I pepper in my best tips for creating designs that have a strong potential to sell well. Then you'll learn how to sketch your idea onto paper. From there, you can fill it in using watercolors like I'll be demonstrating, or any other medium that you prefer. Next, you'll learn how to scan or photograph your artwork so you can bring your hand-painted illustrations into Photoshop to arrange into a perfect seamless pattern. We'll end the class with a demonstration for how to upload your artwork to print-on-demand websites so you can start selling your designs as soon as you finish this class. I've sold over 1 million products through art licensing, and 100,000 of those were through Society6. So I'll be sharing my best tips for succeeding through print-on-demand websites just like this. In fact, all throughout this class, I'll be sharing my strategies for creating designs that are strong sellers. You'll learn why I always include my signature in my artwork and how you can do the same. Plus, how to choose motifs that tend to sell really well. If this is resonating with you, you are going to love this class. Oh, and just like many of my other Skillshare classes, I'm packing this one with tons of freebies. I've put together 20 metallic textures of foils and glitters in a rainbow of colors. This is more metallic than I have ever shared before. I'll show you how to infuse metallic accents into your artwork to add some shimmer and shine. I'm also giving you a watercolor paper texture that's prepped just for this class, so it'll fit perfectly into your pattern. All right, it is time to dive right in. But before we begin, don't forget to follow me on Skillshare by clicking that follow button up top. This means you'll get an email as soon as I launch my next class or have a big announcement to share with my students. You can also follow me on Instagram at @catcoke, and I am all about social media engagement. So without further ado, let's get started creating beautiful artwork to turn into a seamless pattern.